Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Magic bets in the cut, got the game on lock. Flipping dimes, calling shots, every move non-stop. Silver fan, probably said playing odds like dice. In the trap, out betting lines, making racks feel nice. Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast, we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead. Parlay slayer stacking chips like he's bricks. Magic's calling plays, mixing schemes so slick. Numbers on the board, all these digits don't lie. In this trap house, sports bets, we fly. Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast, we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead. Got your bang world, rising like that early morning sun. From parlays to straight plays, we stun. Twisting stats, breaking news, all for the game. In this world of ours, we reign. Line moving swift like the wave in the night. Heavy hitters in the game, got the insight. Magic with the tips, and Wi-Fi with a hit. Potty tan worldwide, see us never miss.
What's up, Mike? What's going on, my brother?
Hello, I am 615 Parlay Slayer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is T Pillow, aka Hack, BKA Mr. Magic's Bet.
I knew the booze was coming. That's why,
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
that's why I had that look on my face because I knew you would come with some booze after you gave yourself some cheers.
Welcome,
But
welcome, welcome.
we did not expect to have a show today, but some news came out that we felt deserved some talking about. Dante Moore decided to go back to school at Oregon.
You did. I'm good. I'm glad. I know a lot of people on Twitter, they giving him a new one. They reaming him one because he turned down a lot of money. They feel like he may be the next Drew Allen. You can't throw that vibe and that energy out in the world, man.
Man,
If that's what he wanted to do,
his decision has impacted a lot. Not only does it impact Oregon football, but it impacts the NFL draft, and it impacts other people in college football also.
most definitely, it helps and hurts a lot of people. Um, I you know I don't really have no problem with it. He made a decision. Congrats to him. Uh, Ty Simpson is now the second ranked quarterback in the draft. Uh, what it does mean, quarterbacks such as Garrett Nussmeier, Carson Beck, uh, especially the way he's been playing in the playoffs. He got Miami in the national championship. Uh, if they can go and do anything on their combine, Garrett Nussmeier accepted the invite to the Senior Bowl to help his draft stock, so
He needs it.
he needs it. Um,
He slid a lot. Carson Beck slid a lot, but um, Carson getting his team this far in the playoffs has moved his stock back up, and it's moving
mhm.
back up at a good time.
Yeah. Overall, looking, it cost him potentially $50 million in guaranteed money. Which, if he goes out this year, it could be better. He has his own reasons for coming back. Oregon has the number two best recruiting class coming in behind USC. I think Oregon they can make another run at it. You know, every year Oregon has a pretty good team, and for whatever reason they get in the playoff, they get their doors blown off. But next year could be different. So we'll just have to see. I wish him well. It's kind of funny that Dylan Raiola, former Nebraska quarterback, he left in hopes of Dante Moore going to the NFL draft. Now, as you said earlier, he may have to redshirt.
So when you said that to me, the first thing that went through my mind was, as soon as he transferred, the jokes started coming out that if Dante Moore comes back, he's gonna have to redshirt a year and wait, which is happening now.
Yep. So I don't know. I don't know how the NIL money goes. I don't know if he'll get paid still, if they want to take some of the money back because he won't be playing. I don't know how that goes. Um, but you
I
made
don't
that.
I don't think Rayola got a big bag. I think he was coming for the potential of the bag, and they probably already told him that Dante Moore might stay, so you might have to sit. So he
I know
he
he
was
got at
probably
least
already on
one.
the assumption.
He got about one and a half, I think.
Okay, that's okay for a good backup. I
Yeah,
mean, that's really good for a good backup because a lot of starters are getting upwards of 2 million if you're a top rated starter.
yeah. So it'll be interesting. I think what it does, two things that it does that I question next season, 2027. It could be that next great quarterback class. You got Arch, Dante Moore, John Mateer, Avery Johnson from Kansas State is high up on people's list. You also got people like Lenore Sellers, and some of them are eligible to come out this year. A lot of them haven't made their decisions. I got a list of quarterbacks that's transferring. Some haven't made up their mind or not. We'll get into that a little later. But I think the other question is if you the Jets and you got the number two pick, what do you do now? For me, do you drop down? Do you try to go get Mac Jones, Malik Willis, Kyler Murray? What do you do if you the Jets? You're not gonna win next year. You're not gonna be better than New England. Not gonna be better than Buffalo. So you're not winning the division. That's dead. Um, what do you do?
Right now, if you are the Jets, you trade your pick down. If there are suitors for your pick, with you being number two and your biggest need being quarterback.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some good players that you could take at that number two position, but there are no players that are going to be the immediate impact that you need to turn that team around.
Yeah,
Trade,
they need too much.
trade it, get some capital.
Yep, they need entirely too much. Uh, I tell you a crazy. I don't know if I would do it. Mike Tomlin leaving Pittsburgh needs a quarter. Pittsburgh needs a young quarterback. They need an overhaul too. I was actually talking to Abe about this today. They need just more quarterback. I think their window has closed. They still have talent, but their best talent is all old. T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, and they're still great, but I don't think Pittsburgh can go out and win a Super Bowl next year. You just drafted Will Howard. Do you give him a shot? Do you try to move up and go get Ty Simpson? Who's your next coach gonna be? What is that decision gonna look like? So it's
So
just a lot. It's a lot.
they've only had three coaches since the merger,
Hmm.
which is amazing within itself. And like you said, their roster is aging. The big talk about Mike Tomlin stepping away was he has lost his past seven playoff games.
Yeah,
Look at his quarterback situation in
he
all of
hadn't
those
had one.
games. He haven't.
He hadn't had one. Now, the question that I ask is how much was he involved in that? Was that his decision? Was it the GM decision? I think they held on to Big Ben a couple of years too long too. At least 1 year too long. They went. They got Aaron Rodgers this year. They made a run for it. I mean, for what it was, it worked for the extent. But hell, Aaron Rodgers hasn't had much postseason success either since going to the Super Bowl. He's made a couple of championship games, but I remember times he was with the Packers. They was a number one seed, and they got bounced in the first round. So you know, that was part of the reason how he got to the Jets. So I think first order of business is find who's going to be your next head coach, and then you trickle down from there. Does Arthur Smith come back? Is he leaving? You know, it's so many unknowns. Uh, just trying to stay on subject, but this Dante Moore thing, it trickles down to so many levels of football, not only just college, but also NFL.
I mean, you got teams that are quarterback needy right now.
Yep.
Um, you have a slim draft class. Um, the only junior right now that has declared as far as quarterbacks is Ty Simpson,
Hmm.
which I had him as my third or fourth best quarterback before Dante Moore, which I had Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza at 1 and 2. Then I had Ty Simpson and Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah.
Now you've got some guys that were fringe second day picks that might be moving up. Um, Not necessarily first round talents, but they might slide into that first round now.
Yeah. If Carson Beck can go into this championship game and let's say he wins MVP, he's efficient, 18 for 24, 220, maybe throw a couple of touchdown passes, run for maybe 30, 40 yards. His draft stock, he'll go first round.
Yeah,
Then
especially if
let's
he goes
say
and has a good combine.
I
So
was going to say, yep. Now let's say he goes and he has a good combine. He may be, you know how talks go. You know how things go when beat writers and people, if they want to pump up somebody, he'd go all the way up to maybe second or third quarterback pick. So it leaves a lot on the table, man. It's very interesting.
so you were saying that this has a ripple effect on more than just college football. Uh,
Hmm.
Aside from the draft, let me throw some NFL free agent quarterback names at you real quick.
I was
Daniel
going to do
Jones.
that to you.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel
Aaron,
Jones said he wants to come back. Give them to me one by one. Daniel Jones said if Indy will have him back, he wants to come back. But he's coming back he tore his Achilles, right?
he did.
Yeah, so that's a 9 month, depending on how they are, it's a 9 month injury. If you're old like me, heck, you still recovering. So 9 months from now, the season will be started.
Yeah.
It'll be October.
Yeah. I
So you
think there's
can't
a
count
good
on that.
opportunity for him to come back and possibly Richardson getting traded,
Yeah, absolutely.
which makes the most sense to
Then
me.
if you Indy, how do you play that with how Riley Leonard looked those last couple of games? He looked like he's a competent quarterback. So with Riley Leonard playing like that, I think it's definitely in play for you to get rid of Anthony Richardson and keep Daniel Jones. Give him a next.
Aaron Rodgers.
I think he retired.
I think he should.
I
Russell.
think
No, go
Mike
ahead.
Tomlin made the decision for Aaron Rodgers. Did you see Adam Thielen retired today?
Yes,
I think if Mike Tomlin would have came back for that one season, I think he may have been able to talk Aaron Rodgers in it. Also, look for Cam Hayward. I don't know if Cam Hayward, he's always been on the fence about it. He may call it quits too. Just something to look at.
well,
But go ahead.
the older people get, the more they play that I might retire role. That way, they don't get rushed into training camp.
Yeah, for sure. I don't blame him.
Russell Wilson,
He should be done.
he needs to be done. Go,
Yeah.
you got a beautiful wife. Go spend time with her. Make some more kids.
Russell Wilson might be one of those players that played himself out the Hall of Fame. And that's hard to say and that's hard to
Yeah,
do.
it is.
But his bad is starting to outweigh his good.
Marcus Mariota.
I want to say he stays in Washington. I don't see that big demand because he's a vet. Maybe somebody who's needy, who's desperate. and they just need that backup. He may end up going to the Raiders if they get Fernando Mendoza, just in case something happens with Mendoza. I could see that happen.
I could definitely see that one happen. Zach Wilson,
Next,
Tyrod.
honestly, man, I think that ship has sailed. Zach Wilson in Miami, right?
Yes.
So Miami got Quinn Ewers, they got Zach Wilson. I'm pretty sure we can agree that Tua said it would be dope if he could go somewhere and get a fresh start. So to me, that sounds like Tua is not going to be a Dolphin. That's what it sounds like to me.
And
If that's
I no, go ahead.
good. No, I was just gonna say if that's the case, then I guess you could let Quinn Ewers and Tua. I mean, not Tua. You could let Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson have a training camp battle. If you confident in one of those two that they can lead you into the next season.
On this list, I only see two other quarterbacks' names that could possibly go somewhere and start. Only one of them I think has the potential to start, and the
I'm,
other one
I
is
hope.
other one's a good backup.
I'm waiting for you. This one name you ain't said yet.
Malik Willis.
That ain't it either. Malik Willis, go to the Jets. If you
Uh,
the Jets, here's what you do. I seen something interesting today. I forgot what team it was and who it was he was talking about. Oh my goodness. But he said if Matt LaFleur gets something fishy is going on with Green Bay and Matt LaFleur right now. I don't know what that is. And I think that's what's holding this big
but
coaching carousel up right now.
they're working on a contract extension, I think.
Yeah. But something is fishy about it. Because you know he's a good coach. He's won a Super Bowl. This is the price range for Matt LaFleur, right in this area right here. He's going to make this amount of money. You know that. You don't want him to go into this next season. This is what you said. I think Ed Policy, Gunicooms. This is what you said. You don't want him to go into a lame duck season the way he's on a lame duck contract. For those of y'all who don't know what that is, the way you on the expiring contract, you on your last year. Um, you know how much he's going to make. Why had this should have been the easiest deal to get done if you really wanted to get this done. This don't take much negotiation. He's young. You got a good team. Injury bug is kicked your ass the last couple of years. Get it done. This should be easy. So this is why I think a lot of people are saying that it's fishy that it hasn't got done. But somebody brought up if Matt LaFleur leaves, wherever he go, take Malik Willis with him. I just forgot what team it was. It may have been the Dolphins. I think that's why
Miami.
I brought it up. Yeah.
I know Mike LaFleur. Is it Mike? Yeah, Mike LaFleur, which is
Hmm.
his brother. His name has been mentioned for the Miami Dolphins also.
Yep. I did see that. What's your last quarterback? Because you sure ain't asked me about
I
one.
mean, yeah, it really ain't the last quarterback. I know you ain't talking about Joe Flacco. He
No,
needs to go ahead and retire.
he
Uh,
does.
It ain't Kenny Pickett.
No.
The rest of the names on this list are pretty much career backups for the rest of the time.
Name him.
All right. It was Tyrod Taylor, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Jimmy Garoppolo, Mitch Trubisky, Case Keenum, Trey Lance, Carson Wentz, Josh Johnson, Brandon Allen, Malik Willis, Kyle Allen, Teddy Bridgewater, Brett Ripken, Gardner Minshew, Skylar Thompson, Tom DeVito, and Sam Howard.
The best probably quarterback that's gonna be on the move. Hey, where's Kyler Murray?
He's not a free agent yet. He hadn't been traded yet.
No, but
I said
you asked.
I was saying free agent market
Oh well, he may as well be because his ass is out of there.
until it's official. I ain't gonna sweat it.
Yeah,
He might retire from Call of Duty and decide to quarterback.
I ain't gonna hold that on him. But
He might go to baseball.
he said he wants to. I don't. I don't. I think that ship is sailed. I think he's gonna be a football player.
I don't think
Um,
the ship is sailed.
How old is Kyler Murray?
Uh, he
What,
is
about
about 26,
29, somewhere in there?
27, somewhere around there.
If he's that young, it may not have sailed. I thought he was about 28, 29.
Yeah.
Because he got drafted when the draft was here. He was the number
Yep.
one pick when the draft was here. I just forgot when the draft was here.
What year is this? This 2025, 2020?
So he been in the league 6 years. So he got to be about 27, 28, somewhere in there. The Cardinals are getting a new coach. That's why I think he's gone.
Their ownership still sucks.
Yeah, their ownership is awful. So I was looking up when we was talking about Dante Moore, just the whole stratosphere of college football and how things are going to go. So I looked up some important just quarterback transfers for next year. And people who think this Texas Tech run was luck this year. They got the 4 seed. They had to buy. They went out and got the number one quarterback in the transfer portal. Texas Tech spending money, people. That's the way you're gonna win
Yeah.
in college football now. They went out and they got Brandon Sorsby. He's leaving Cincinnati to come to Texas Tech. In his 2 years, he's had over 5,500 yards, over 1,000 yards rushing. Uh, Sam Levitt, he's leaving Arizona State. He's going to join Lane Kiffin. If y'all, just in case y'all forgot, Sam Levitt was the quarterback when Arizona State made that run and almost beat Texas in the college football playoff. Him and Cam Scatterbo, they was leading that team that year. Unfortunately, this past year he had some foot injuries and he was injury riddled and he really didn't play. He had season-ending surgery, but I think he get with Lane Kiffin, he can raise his draft stock up soon.
You can.
You got Drew Maker from North Texas. He's
Follow his
leaving.
head coach.
Yep, he followed his head coach to Oklahoma State. He
A
he
lot of
led
the
the nation in passing.
a lot of their big players followed that coach.
Yeah. So expect Oklahoma State to make a move in the Big 12 next year. Byron Brown, one of your guys, leaving South Florida. He's going to Auburn.
Following his
Uh,
coach.
Following his coach, led all FBS quarterbacks in QBR and had 42 touchdowns total. This one I didn't know. I didn't know DJ Lagway was leaving Florida.
I thought you knew he was leaving.
I didn't know he was leaving. He's going to Baylor.
Yeah.
I know he didn't have a big year. He dealt with injuries and he led the Power Four conference and then Power Four conferences and interceptions. So he's going to get a fresh start. And the last one I put on here was Austin Simmons. Of course, he was the starting quarterback for Ole Miss. Trinidad Chambliss. Injury is not supposed to take your job. It damn sure took his.
I
Then
mean,
he,
it's hard for it not to the way Tamlis played.
yeah. And I'm not sure if Austin Simmons started, Ole Miss would have made it as far as they got. Trinidad special.
So speaking of Ole Miss, Deuce Knight, who was at Auburn, he is now going to Ole Miss.
Yes. Another one, I didn't put it in my notes, but Bo Pribula is leaving Missouri. I
Possibly
forgot where he's
Florida.
going. Huh?
Possibly Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. So you got all that, man. The whole spectrum, the whole stratosphere of college football is going to change. Uh, the $1 million man used to always tell us, man, about money. What money will do,
Hey man,
and he's showing.
it was a couple of names you missed on that transfer thing.
Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. I just picked certain ones that I knew that was the most interesting to me. But yeah,
I mean,
it was plenty more.
you
Plenty
got
more.
Rocco Beck leaving Iowa State, following his coach going to Penn State. Half
Yeah,
of that roster is leaving Iowa State and going to Penn State. Josh Hoover from TCU going to
I seen
Indiana.
that. Yep.
And then you just got a bunch of names of people. Oh, Bo Pribula left Missouri going to Virginia.
That's who we was just talking about.
Yeah, you said it, but you didn't say where he was going.
Yeah, I forgot where he was going. I thought
He's
you
going to
said he was
Virginia.
going to Florida. You
He's
said he's going to Virginia.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know where he was going, but I
It,
did
it,
remember his name.
I was wrong on that. It's Aaron Philo who left Georgia Tech to go to Florida.
Okay, now is Haynes King returning to Georgia Tech?
No, he can't. He was a senior.
So he's going to the draft.
I mean, he's a good college quarterback. I don't see him making it in the NFL. He'll be a
Okay,
career backup if he do.
I was gonna make a list of who I thought would be, the top quarterbacks coming out, but the ones we talked about, I don't think we really need to go much
I,
further.
I,
Now,
I got, I got that list for you.
the interesting one out of all those would be Drew Allen. We talked about him going to the top, and I still think, if I ain't mistaken, he's in this draft.
He is.
What did he break his leg or tear his ACL? He had a season-ending injury at Penn State. I don't know if he'll be able to be healthy enough to do the combine. I don't know if he can have a pro day. He will be the interesting one out of all these to see.
Uh, it doesn't say what was wrong with him. Um, I think the deadline to declare for the draft is like 23rd. It was usually around the 14th, which would have been today. Um,
Yeah.
John Mateer can still declare.
Mm-hmm.
Um, other than that, most everybody else that's top quarterbacks are seniors.
Drew Allen broke his left ankle. So I don't he may be back in time to do pro day, maybe combine. We'll see. That's a quick turnaround though.
Yeah, I mean they got plenty of film on him. Kay Klubnik is he's in the draft. Diego
Yep.
Pavia, Mr. Character Issue. Man, he did so much in that Heisman run that could have got him drafted, could have got him on everybody's board. But after the Heisman ceremony,
I think
he
they
did it. He did enough to kill himself.
Yep, I think he did a huge disservice to himself for how he dealt with that.
He
And
started to
if
act
I
like
ain't
his
mistaken,
brothers.
he was the runner up.
Yeah,
I think 34. I think he was the actual runner up. So yeah, he did a huge disservice to himself. Not to mention he didn't play the best against Iowa either.
so a name that a lot of the nation don't know. I know you know who it is, but it's one that I'd be interested to see where he goes and how he develops. Taylor Green from Arkansas.
Yeah, yep. I seen his name. I
Yeah,
also seen, I think it's next season. They was talking about a great quarterback class. I was gonna say his name just to mess with you, but they had Nico on there. But
you know
I didn't
what?
even fool with it.
I ain't got no problem with Nico now. Nico did what he felt was best for him. I didn't like how the situation played out at the time because it could have been handled different, probably
Hmm.
from both sides, not just Nico and his family, but also from Tennessee perspective. I want to see the kid do good,
Yeah.
just
I
not at
always
Tennessee.
want to see all these kids do good, man. I do. I know it's not gonna happen, but we don't wish bad on nobody, but eh, we get on here and we gonna tell you our truth. It may not be true or it may not come true, but we gonna tell you what we think and we just gonna give you the facts and that's just that we pushing the line.
Yeah, this quarterback class don't look great.
Nah, it doesn't look great. It really doesn't. Uh, I don't know, man. I the Jets suck so bad. I don't know what you do with that pick.
You know,
I One of the things that I think you could do, I don't know how far down you could drop. I think you could go get Mac Jones. I think you could go get Kyler Murray. But I think you could draft Carnell Tate and put him on the other side with Gary Wilson.
gotta have somebody to throw to him. Gotta have somebody to protect the person that's throwing to him.
Yeah. And that's
They
why I say they
they
need so damn
they
much.
they probably gonna lose Brees Hall.
That was another thing I was going to say. Do you Drop down even lower. I don't know how lower. Get
Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Lewis. They need so much. I don't know. I don't want you to be like the Raiders and go draft a running back high and you really can't utilize them because you don't have nothing around
They need draft capital. They gonna need a defensive tackle. They gonna need a corner. Hell, that they need a whole new team.
you. They do.
As a matter of
I,
fact,
I
if,
don't
if
know
there's
what
an
kind of
owner in the
draft
draft, they need
capital
to
they
draft
got.
that too.
Don't they got 2 first round picks though? Didn't they get one from Dallas
Um, I think
for
so.
Quinn and Williams?
I think so.
I think they got a pretty good amount of picks, but for what they need, it wouldn't hurt to get a few more.
See something.
Also, while he's looking that up, I seen before I got on John Harbaugh is he's still in New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, wherever the Giants do their meetings at. Uh,
East Rutherford.
they serious about getting John Harbaugh.
They
They had
should be.
Jackson Dart at the meeting today. They should. You're right. They had Jackson
Oh,
Dart meeting with him today. Go ahead.
um, that first round that they got is for next year from Dallas. Now that I think of it,
That may be even better.
yeah.
You're gonna suck anyway. So you I mean, at this point, that's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know. I don't think I would reach for Tyson.
Nah, you don't. You don't. Um, to me, Ty Simpson is late first round, more of a second round quarterback. But
Yep.
without anybody being there, he might go mid first.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
As a matter of fact, because the Jets need a quarterback, Arizona need a quarterback. Um, let's see who else is. Miami's probably going to need a quarterback. They're at 11.
Yep.
Um, Dallas, do you go ahead and draft the successor to Dak Prescott?
They got what's his name from Tennessee
Joe
with the
Milton.
big
Joe
rocket
Milton.
arm. Yeah,
Joe Milton. Minnesota is at 18.
they need one. They not gonna draft one, but Lord knows they need one. If you Detroit, how high are you on Jared Goff now?
I
I'm gonna tell
mean,
you while you thinking about that. I'm gonna tell you something that I was gonna wait until Friday, but since we just talking, it's just turned into a cooler talk. I'm almost sure AJ Brown gonna leave Philadelphia. I give AJ Brown this though. He wasn't wrong when he was going on his unnecessary rants. What he brought to the light, he wasn't wrong about. But I'm gonna tell you this: me and a bunch of other Eagle fans, we clamoring to get Mike McDaniel, Cliff Kingsbury. We want an offensive mind to come in there and completely flip this offense upside down. If it comes to us getting Mike McDaniel and Cliff Kingsbury, and they come in there and they can't run the offense that they want to run because of the reports about the quarterback not being able to process and run these offensive plays. Philly gonna be looking for a quarterback after next season.
I heard they got one on the roster.
Tanner McKee,
That's what I hear.
a lot of and the thing about that, I'm glad you said that. A lot of people like Tanner McKee. That's not saying that they like him more than Jalen, but those passes that Jalen won't make, Tanner will and can make. So just something to look out for. We'll see how it goes. I'm one of those desperate Eagle fans, man. I hope we get Mike McDaniel. It ain't looking like it. We haven't interviewed nobody yet. This coaching thing, man. I think it's like they waiting on John Harbaugh to make his decision, and then everybody's gonna go from there. But it's a lot of names out there. Hey. It's a whole lot of names and a whole lot of openings, and everybody's not gonna get one. and you still got these coaches in the playoffs. The whole Rams coaching staff, everybody want to talk to him.
49ers coaching staff.
49ers coaching staff. I think Robert Saleh is one of the best coaching candidates out there.
Bring
Uh,
Robert Saleh to Tennessee.
hey, a lot of people give Robert Saleh flack for what he had in New York. Robert Saleh is a hell of a defensive man, and that Jets defense, when he left, it went to shit. That's just the fact. Uh, I like Vance Joseph in Denver. I, he deserves a job. Of course, we talk about Brian Flores. We talk about Raheem Morris. We talk about John Harbaugh, and Mike Thomas probably not coaching next season. It's so many names, man. It's just so many. The Houston Texans defensive coordinator, he's starting to get a little heat. He's starting to get a little steam. For him to get a coaching opportunity, man, we talk about Arthur Smith.
Matt Burke. That's his name.
Yeah, Matt Burke.
See, the problem with Matt Burke is wherever he go, he can't take them players with him. Them players is the reason his name is
That's
the way
true.
it is.
That's true. Same for Josh. He may be the defensive Josh McDaniel.
Hey man,
Did
the
y'all mention Kirk Cousins? The reason I didn't mention Kirk Cousins, Abe, is because I think I don't know who the next Falcons coach is gonna be, but Kirk Cousins may be their starting quarterback, and Michael Penix may be the one that's gone.
well, they still got Penix on a rookie contract, so he can sit.
Yeah, he can sit if he chooses to. He's had his ACL has been torn 3 times, and you picked him that high. So I can understand the GM getting fired for that. Um, you pay Kirk Cousins that money, you may have to ride this one out.
Hmm.
A lot of intriguing quarterback shit. What's Cleveland gonna do with Deshaun Watson? Is he gonna start over Shador next year?
Depends on the coach.
The GM has come out and said if that was true, I thought it was on ESPN that they are going forward to build the team around Shador. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, Shador shows you enough in his limited time playing that he deserves opportunity.
He does. So what do you do with Dylan Gabriel now? Is he third string? Does he drop to third behind Shador and Deshaun?
I think with Deshaun, you go ahead and take that dead cap hit. You go ahead and take that hit and move on.
Just move on.
Because as soon as he starts to play again, everything that he's done in the past starts to come up in the media.
Yeah.
You just go ahead and let the headache go away.
And in Cleveland, I know y'all losing right now, but these fans actually got a reason to come to the game. They love Shador. They want to see Shador. And you know, the outfield issues, and I don't think Cleveland fans was really big on getting Deshaun Watson in the first place.
They were not. That was that
So
was a that was a Jimmy Haslam thing. And like
yeah.
I said all the time, everything them Haslams put their hands on falls apart.
Oh, this was supposed to be a 30 minute. Oh, we only 40 minutes in. But that was good conversation, man, because it's so much going on. It's gonna be breaking news every day, every other day.
Yep,
Eventually, some of these dominoes gonna have to fall. Too
they
many
have to.
teams need coaches, and too many teams need coordinators, and somebody gonna have to sign something.
I just wish the Titans would go ahead and figure out what they're gonna do, so I can start being optimistic or pessimistic.
Yeah, I want. We need to start interviewing coordinators. Time ain't getting no sooner. I don't know
Um,
what you're waiting on
Speaking of, they said they might. What's his name? Kevin Probilla.
for
How do
too
you say that?
low.
Tullo. They said
Hmm.
they might keep him on the staff in another role,
Which is fine. I don't have no problem with that.
just not calling him plays.
But I tell you this, I would not let Nick Sirianni pick this offensive coordinator. I wouldn't. The past two he's picked, they both been fired. The last two he didn't pick, we went to the Super Bowl. That's all I can say about that. That's all I can say about that.
Man,
I would be okay. I know he had his troubles in Cleveland, and he's not one of my favorite players. But Kevin Stefanski, he's a good offensive coordinator.
mm,
But one thing you got to do, I know we love Jalen Hurts. I love him as a human being. I love him as my quarterback. Just an overall person, he's a great dude. But you got to get somebody in there to see if he can really play this quarterback the way it needs to be played.
um, two things on the coaching front. Um, you mentioned you don't know if Mike Tomlin is coaching next year. In order for Mike Tomlin to coach next year, somebody would have to give up some kind of capital for him if they wanted him to coach their team,
Yeah, they had to
because
trade.
the Steelers still have his rights. Even
Mm-hmm.
if he sits out this year and comes back next year wanting to coach, he's in
Yep,
the
still
same
got trade
situation
for
as
him.
Sean Payton. Gonna have to trade
Mm-hmm.
for him. Just came through 10 minutes ago. Baltimore and the Titans have secured an interview with Robert Salah.
I like it. I like it. I also like what the owner, Bishotti from the Ravens.
Yeah,
I like him. Hey,
he
Lamar,
he said a couple of things I liked this week.
he did. I like that he's putting the onus on Lamar to help him pick this next head coach too.
Yeah.
Lamar,
So
you too. I know Lamar ain't never gonna see this podcast. I,
so
that's set in stone.
so did you see where they asked the owner if
Opportunity to be involved.
If Tyler Loop had made that kick, would John Harbaugh still be employed?
Yeah, for 1 week.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I
If
wasn't
you
drinking nothing when I read that, because I would have, boy.
if I'm in Lamar Jackson's circle and my owner says that, I'm on the first flight out.
Hmm.
I'm gonna sit in every one of them meetings. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna be inquisitive. Cause, bro, you probably the best quarterback in the game. Outside of the winning in the Super Bowls, as far as just overall talent, bro, you are an enigma that every NFL team wish they had on their team. You are unstoppable. You're great. You can throw. You can run. You got it all. This is the second half of your career. You won the MVPs, the All Pros. None of that matters. What matters now is getting your ass to the Super Bowl.
And
And
ownership is showing you that in their mind, you are more important than the coach.
that's exactly what the hell I'm talking about right there. Spot on. This is your team. We giving you this. This for those of y'all who don't really watch and follow football. This is a rarity. This don't happen. You ain't finna see shit. I can't even think of no quarterback right. Who got fired? You got a good quarterback. I can't even think of one. But you're not gonna see nobody go out and they owner come on TV and give them this challenge, bro. You got to get your ass in them meetings. You got to ask questions, ask your teammates questions. Uh, you got to get that Baltimore mystique back. The defense, the ruggedness. It's all on the table for Lamar, and I sincerely hope that he takes this opportunity, man. Outside of being an Eagle fan, I'm a big Lamar fan. I want him to win that chip so bad. I just don't want him to beat us to do it, but I want him to win it.
It might happen, birds against birds.
I, Man, he can't win today, yeah.
We'll call it the Bird Bowl. Well, anyway, let's get this one wrapped up. We will be back Friday night with the NFL playoff divisional round episode.
Yep.
Uh, we'll be here to answer your questions, give you insight, tell you what we're betting on. Anything you want to add before we get up out of here?
Man, I don't, man. I know a lot of people. I hope we could bring a smile to y'all face today. A lot of people ain't got no phone service right now, so hopefully your Wi-Fi is working. You joined in. You got to see our pretty faces, and that's all. That's all I can tell you, man. Uh, the NBA. I know this. been about college football, man, but check out some college basketball right now. Check out some NBA. They both are. First of all, they're good to bet on. Second of all, it's some good ass teams and some good ass games going on out here right now. But we'll save that for another day. But you can go ahead, man. You can wrap it up tomorrow, January 15th. It is Martin Luther King's official birthday. Uh, you know what he was about. You know what he stood for. Go out and practice that, not only tomorrow, but in everyday life. Uh, I think I can end it.
All right. I'm gonna call you in a minute and tell you what you can't do to me no more if you want somebody to live that way.
And that's only if you live that way.
You got it. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all Friday. Other than that, we out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Magic bets in the cut, got the game on lock. Flipping dimes, calling shots, every move non-stop. Silver fan, probably said playing odds like dice. In the trap, out betting lines, making racks feel nice. Pushing the line,